Guess who's back? The sports nerd. Oh. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I get off on some stuff very recently, but I've never been something like that. But this is the sports nerd coming at you with a big deal breakdown after the long term contract free agency deadline. And we are, of course, first going to be talking about, of many videos to come. First one today, Mr. Chris Jones. Now, let's break down this contract, if you will. So, according to Adam Schefter, this is a 4 year, it's $85 million contract, 60 million guaranteed in terms of, with injury, and 37 million due at signing. Now, is this surprising to people? No, because as you all maybe know, Patrick Mahomes got a 10-year extension on his contract, which means that we pretty much knew that he was not going to, Chris Jones was not going to be a long-term Chief. So, while this is a little bit of a longer deal than I would have expected, or around the deal I would have expected, this is not really surprising to many of these fans out here because this we literally knew he was not going to get like a long-term contract. He wasn't going to get an extension like Patrick Mahomes did, and he wasn't going to be here for that long because of his age in the NFL and how much money they even have in the cap space. So this is not a super surprising contract signing for Chris Jones, in my opinion. Now, what is the good part about this? So this deal is a 4 year deal, which means if you're starting with the 2020 season, because he was a free agent, but if you think about it for a second, he has almost until 2023 until his deal is up. Now, the big peak in this contract is going to be in about 2022 when he's going to be making about $27 million that year. That's a year that is just 27 million in the base of his salary cap. Now this is just basically a a thing that I don't think is going to be happening because I think that he is not going to be the same player. Well, actually, excuse me. Let's scratch that for 1 second. This is a peak in this contract, which I don't think he's going to be a very good move for him because I think that he's a player that's going to do well for a few more years. I don't think he's going to be 100% with the Chiefs for like all these years on the contract. He's going to play at a big full potential, but he's going to have, I think, a peak and then he's going to have a valley, then a peak, then a valley. I think he's not going to stay consistent 100%, although he will be the same type of player who rushes the passer every year. I think he will not be at that superstar or all-star level all 4 years of this contract. Now, let's just say this really quickly. He's making $16 million as the base salary of this coming year in 2020. Now, this is the cap hit is exactly this. So it makes you think that this is really going to be basically a almost pretty much a guaranteed contract for Chris Jones for if you want excuse me, it's going to be almost pretty much guaranteed if he goes over for all 4 years. Now, he's guaranteed already 37 million of this at the signing of this deal. Now, if he does go with injury, he still has 60 million of it guaranteed, which means that he's guaranteed to get most of this contract, in my opinion, because he's getting basically only $25 million of this contract is up for grabs. He's getting already 60 million of it. He can still get up to 85. This is very, very great for Chris Jones. Now, what's another plus for this deal? Another plus for this deal is because Chris Jones was a player that was an unrestricted free agent this year, which means that he's, of course, actually, no, not unrestricted this year. He's unrestricted next year, which means that he's going to be a Chief until 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. 2024, he is unrestricted. So, if you have to take this really quickly, that he is basically not going to have to be worried about for 2022. And this is a very key year for the Chiefs franchise because in 2022, like most of the guys who have 2 years remaining on their contract, like Travis Kelce, Eric Fisher, Tyrann Mathieu, Mitchell Schwartz, among those guys, they're going to need to prioritize who they want to keep and who they're also not going to keep. So this is a very big deal because this is going to be someone who they would not have to worry about if they would not have signed him because they could have signed a 1 year deal for the next 2 years and have to worry about him in 2022. They're not going to have to worry about it with this deal. So as much as I think it is a very, very great deal for it, it's even better that they're not going to have to worry about it in some of those years that they have more players that they need to get rid of. So there's my breakdown of it. If you guys really enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that bell to get notified. And of course, leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts on this deal? Do you think it's a very big move for Chris Jones? Do you think it's better for the Chiefs? Do you think it's better for Jones in general? And how do you think it will affect him in the future? You already heard my thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts. Until next time, of course, do the things I just mentioned. I would greatly appreciate it. And another quick little update for you, but of course, a trivia has been made for myself, just waiting for the okay from Mr. Norbcan. Until next time, my name is the Sports Nerd. Have yourselves a great day, and go Chiefs.